And I don't want to look back at my life with regret that I could do this, but I didn't even try. And I wanted my son to also, grow up knowing that he should try everything, all right, and at least give it a shot. Whether we make it or not is a different thing altogether.
Absolutely.
But at least we should not go to our graves with the regret that I didn't even try that. Our job, I feel, is to contribute to people and enable them to really either reach their potential or maybe sometimes even punch above their weights. And there's no greater fulfillment than that. Almost all the hotels are now really focusing on people, because people are the ones who make all the difference, right? So that is something that I've seen evolving, and it is only going to get better. All generations are the same. I think we make too much out of
analysis,
of too much analysis, and too much because they're different and they're fast. But we also need to know they are dealing with a lot more than we have also. I think sincerity, honesty, authenticity, all of these are very, very critical to doing any task or anything that we are doing.
Hi Joy, welcome to YTM exclusive podcast.
Thank you.
For our viewers, I would request you if you can give us a brief introduction, please.
So first of all, thanks Deepak for having me over. I think I was quite expecting it because you've been speaking to me about it, and I've been also catching up some of your podcasts. So You're doing pretty interesting stuff, and it's an honor for me to be invited to be a part of this. So a little bit about myself. So what do I identify with the most? Right now I identify I'm a father. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a friend, I'm an artist.
Wow.
And also along with that, I'm a facilitator, a coach, a counseling therapist. And I've been working for the past 27 odd years now as a professional.
Great.
Out of which almost 18 years I worked in corporates as in a 9-to-5 kind of a role.
Mm-hmm.
And after that I decided in 2017 to break away and float my own learning and development consultancy firm called Afflatus Learning.
Okay.
And past 8 years I've been just kind of working across industries, doing the kind of work that really excites me in the realm of leadership, managerial excellence, management development. So all of that, which I'm really, really passionate about, I am fortunate to be getting a lot of opportunities to do that. And it's been really, really exciting for me because every single day I've just learned something or the other from people around me, people like you, my colleagues, as well as people who had the privilege to lead as well. So it's been quite an interesting journey, and what really is fulfilling for me is that being a facilitator and a coach, my job is to enable people in maximizing their potential. And I feel very authentic right now because I have tried my best to do that for myself.
Great.
So I've tried to maximize my own potential through my passions away from work, whether it being music, learning instruments, playing, singing, sports, or of course my passion for acting. So it's been quite a fulfilling journey, and I'm very grateful to having been in a place and getting all these opportunities.
I published a book called YTM, Your Thought Matter, wherein I focus predominantly on how our thought plays a pivotal role, in shaping up our life, especially the kind of action, the kind of work we do. Would you like to agree that our thoughts have a significant impact in our day-to-day life? If so, how do you think your thoughts shaped up your entire life and your career as well?
So I quite agree with it because any psychological framework you read or study or talk about, I think it's all about thoughts which shape our feelings, which shape our behaviors, right? And at the end of the day, we are all a product of the actions that we take all our lives, right? And I think a lot of the work that I've been doing off late, especially in the last 7 to 8 years, whether it is for my own development or growth or for others as well, I think this is the area which really is the one this is an area which everybody needs to crack.
Yeah.
Because we are all products of our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. And all my life, consciously or subconsciously, I was fortunate enough to kind of figure that out with a lot of awareness, with a lot of my own mentors and coaches and gurus. And amazing part in all of this is, Deepak, is that some of us go through our entire lives without even recognizing the patterns of our own behavior, which are actually being shaped from our past.
Yes.
Unconsciously.
Very true.
And I really congratulate you for having even written a book on this subject, because at the end of the day, what you're really doing is you're calling for awareness about it.
Absolutely.
And with awareness comes a lot of change.
Absolutely.
For the better.
Well, Joy, you've been doing a fantastic job, both personally and professionally. So congratulations for that. And I'm aware that you've been in this industry for more than 2 decades now. Yeah. And I'm sure so many organizations, so many lives you have touched. I would like to hear from you what kind of tool that you use, and especially if you can talk a little bit about transaction analysis.
Right. So, okay, thank you for the question. This is a question which is really close to my heart for many more reasons than what you shared. So, like I said, I think I've been in this very fortunate position to be in the field of learning and development, which I also call capability building, or to be able to be a people enabler. And I take this role with a lot of seriousness. There's with a lot of responsibility.
True.
Because by the virtue of the kind of work that I do, be it as a at my earliest part of my career as a manager or a supervisor, or then later on as a L&D head or a training manager, but whichever way I look at it, I think everybody's job somewhere or the other, all of us are actually shaping lives. We are all touching people, and our job, I feel, is to contribute to people and enable them to really either reach their potential or maybe sometimes even punch above their weights. And there's no greater fulfillment than that. So I've been very lucky about it. I wanted to learn TA to kind of use those tools in my workshop for others' benefit, but the first thing that I realized is that I have to use these tools to firstly apply it on myself.
True.
It changed me. It changed my own outlook. It made me aware of my positive patterns, as well as some of the not so positive patterns, which we, in psychological terms, we talk about, we call them negative coping mechanisms or behaviors. And I think it just shook me to the core, both positively and in a lot of manner. It also surprised me. What it did though is, it enabled me to look deep within. Try to first apply it on myself, and I really saw it working in my own decision making, in my communication with others, my interpersonal relationships, which became a lot more authentic and fruitful and beneficial to parties. And a lot of it, I also kind of understood some of my triggers, negative triggers, and it made me aware of my biases and prejudices. And I think that convinced me about the power of the tool. And then I started, and it also, I think transaction analysis also told me that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to seek perfection. The idea is with awareness, if I'm aware of my strengths and as well as some of the negative coping mechanisms or triggers, I can always, with awareness, let myself flow, still be authentic, and with awareness also, even if sometimes I fall back on it, with awareness I can always pull myself back and also make amends with the relationships I might have touched negatively. So that's what all of these tools and frameworks did for me. And then I started integrating them into my own workshops and coaching sessions and therapy or even the facilitation skills that I developed within me. And transaction analysis, Dr. Eric Byrne really, came up with this framework. And like I said, it's a powerful psychological framework which basically is built on identifying your own patterns of behaviors. It's built on awareness, understanding the different ego states that we all, our personalities are made of. The transactional analysis helps, at least it helps us in identifying the various, like you spoke about, where are we coming from? Our thoughts, feelings, behaviors. All right. And it makes us aware of all the patterns which we may not be, or we might be just how does the past affect our personalities? How does the past experiences affect our thought patterns? And we keep on repeating them without even knowing about it consciously. And it helps us examine all of those patterns, the helpful ones, so that we can use them more.
Absolutely.
And the ones that are not so helpful, so that we can minimize them by practicing the helpful ones more. And like I said, it helps us understand our relationship better, understands our decision making better, making more healthier, much more healthier choices. So I can go on till the evening if you don't stop me. But I'm very, very passionate about it. I'm a student and I'm still learning it.
Absolutely. I completely resonate with what you're saying. And quite interestingly, Joy, I had a similar experience. It's been more than 2 decades. I have seen this industry evolve over the period of time with different framework, terminologies, and tools all together. And I really kind of resonate with what you're saying. And I would like to add up here that in our profession, especially professional coaches, trainer, and facilitator, the biggest drawback is that what we are learning as a framework, tools, and methodology, we do not go through that experience, and we start practicing and implementing on our stakeholders and our client directly. In your case, the interesting part that I noticed that you have yourself gone through the transformation. And that is why you are in a much more better position to actually make it practically work for others. You are quite, passionate about hospitality. This is something which is one of your favorite domain as well. So how you have seen the industry evolve over the period of time, and how has been your experience in this wonderful industry so far?
So I am a hotel management graduate from YTM Pusa. From ancient times, in 1998 I graduated, and since then the first 18 years, like I said, the first 18 years of my professional life, I was associated with hotels itself. I started initially as a waiter at a amazing, brilliant restaurant, American casual dining chain called TGI. Thank goodness it's Fridays. Which used to be in Priya Vasan Vihar.
Very popular those days.
I know. They're all the youngsters.
Absolutely.
Yes. So I was fortunate enough to start my career there. It was a chain of restaurants, and I helped. In their 2 new stores that had opened back then, one in Bangalore and Connaught Place. So I worked there as a waiter, as a bartender. I became a supervisor, and it was my first operations food and beverage experience. Since then, I worked as a consultant. After that, I did my MBA. I got into learning and development. And I worked for the longest time with the Oberoi Rajvilas, Trident, Jaipur, the Oberoi New Delhi as a training manager. I also headed the L&D function for Fortis Healthcare Limited, Accor Hospitality, Park Group of Hotels. Very briefly for Leela Hotels as well. So that's my hotel experience. So, I'm very passionate about it. I think it's a very underrated industry. It is the kind of life skills it teaches you, the kind of amazing experiences, the way it develops your personality, and the kind of life lessons it gives you along the way. It's just second to none. And that is the reason why you would see that people who've been in hospitality, even after they've come out of especially hotels, you'll always find them at the top of any industry that they've chosen. Because I think one thing that this industry makes you really, really good with is people skills. That emotional intelligence, that EQ really goes to another level. So that's what it is. And I've seen the industry evolve a lot. since the time, and India has been a destination for hospitality. Right?
Absolutely, yes.
It is really in our DNA, and I think it's evolved a lot in terms of not just the kind of business or the clientele, but also mostly I feel and very happy. It makes me very happy to say this. A lot of it's a people-centric industry, right? Because people are really making the magic. I think what really has evolved is the attention to detail, the levels of excellence has gone up, and also now I think in the last 2-3 years I'm seeing even the focus on real focus on people in their development, in really giving them the value that they really deserve, and valuing them more as really key strategic business assets. And I think that makes me really happy, because almost all the hotels are now really focusing on people, because people are the ones who make all the difference, right? So that is something that I've seen evolving, and it is only going to get better.
Wonderful experience you have in the field of hospitality, and I'm sure watching this podcast, lot of our viewers and new aspirants, would want to pursue their career and success in the field of hospitality. So what is your suggestion for them?
Honestly, the kids today, or anybody who wants to get into any area, any industry, they're way more smarter than we are. They really are very intelligent. They're very well informed. They know exactly what they want. But what I really like about them is they know exactly what they don't want. I think in this question, I would actually ask them to give us advice. Because there's so much to learn from them, right? Some of the things which I really like about kids these days, they're very open. They know what they want. They're not scared of being authentic and speaking their mind. They're very intelligent. They break conventions. They do not want to tread the same path, and they have many options, so they're fearless. They fearlessly want tread on things that you and I would have probably had a lot of doubt about exploring. They don't. I think that these are the most fantastic thing. I think the only advice that I would give, which are age-old things, which probably our parents would have passed on to us, and those things will never change. Be passionate, be sincere. I say passionate, but also we need to remember that sometimes you get enamored by things or pursuits. Also very important, why I say sincere, be hardworking, be disciplined, because passion doesn't last. Passion fades away, but your discipline and consistency keeps on still taking you to the goal. So sincerity, and be authentic, and don't change anything about your fearlessness, about all that you guys are doing, because at least it inspires me and a lot of other people around. So that's the whole thing. Be hardworking, be sincere, and once you've locked yourself into one goal, go for it with a kind of consistency, which will make you ultimately win the marathon. There are a lot of distractions, especially with the social media and with Instagram and a lot of times they show us a lot of people who are very successful, and it can also be distracting, because sometimes we do not realize that what it doesn't show us is all the hard work and the discipline they must have, and the countless hours they must have really put in, which nobody sees. So, and aspiration is a very good thing. Be ambitious.
Absolutely. I think wonderful suggestions, and I would like to add up here, and you can further add on to this, that what we are seeing here, especially in the younger generation, they really want quick success at a very shorter period of time, which actually creates some kind of frustration and restlessness as well. So how would you want to, because you've been counseling many of these youngsters as well, how do you deal these kind of situations, because that is evidently also happening?
Right. So I think aspiration and ambition and wanting things faster, there's nothing wrong in it.
Okay.
Sometimes though, like you use the word patience, being impatient is okay.
Okay.
In certain things, being impatient is fine.
Okay.
Things change because of impatience.
Yeah.
All right. And I think a lot of the kids today, and since you were talking about hotels and hospitality and industry that I'm seeing, right now, what are we facing? We're facing a lot of talent crunch, right?
Yeah.
And right now, why is there so much of focus suddenly shifting to people, whether it's hotels or anywhere else? Because all industries need talent.
Okay. Yeah.
And they suddenly realize they're unable to retain them.
Absolutely.
And they realize they're unable to retain them because there are a lot of opportunities out there.
True.
Right? And when there are opportunities out there, obviously people see each other and all of us want to grow, right? Today, you and I also wouldn't mind better positions, better money, right? So when there are opportunities available, why shouldn't I be impatient?
Okay.
So that is not the problem. Problem is sometimes that patience has to be also is a little important. And when I deal with youngsters, I feel that with the right kind of mentorship, with the right kind of when the impatience happens when there's no clear direction, that they're not able to see any clear direction.
Absolutely.
Especially if I look at industries or workplaces, that is where the immediate supervisors or the managers or seniors, they have a huge role to play.
Absolutely. You have proactively been a part of theatre and acting as well, and which also means that you have featured into many advertisements, and especially a very popular series called Aspirants. So please share your experience with us, how this has been for you.
I've always been interested in all kinds of art forms and sports. So, and I've always tried to pursue them even while I was working. And, I've always been able to play sports. I've been able to, I sing, play the guitar. So everything I was able to pursue. The only one thing I was very good at and I used to kind of do a lot when I was in school was dramatics.
Wow.
And that is something that I, or I gave myself an excuse that I cannot pursue it and I couldn't touch. And then about 8 to 9 years ago, I really wanted to kind of go out there and at least give it a shot.
Yeah.
Usually we don't give things a shot, which really mean or arts or theatre, because we feel very scared that, what if we get rejected and all that. But unfortunately, it kind of doesn't even let us try.
Yeah.
So I thought that, and again, I wanted to set an example for my son, Dhruv, and I just thought that when I'm 70, 75 years old, and I don't want to look back at my life with regret that I could do this.
Yeah.
But I didn't even try. And I wanted my son to also, grow up knowing that he should try everything. All right, and at least give it a shot. Whether we make it or not is a different thing altogether.
Absolutely.
But at least we should not go to our graves with the regret that I didn't even try that.
Yeah.
So I just went to a really nice theatre club, and I went and auditioned for a role, and they really liked me. The director saw some potential in me, and since then my theatre journey started.
Okay.
This is from 2016 onwards.
Okay.
And as a part of it, I've done almost about 35 odd musicals and serious theatre in Delhi.
Wow.
And along with that, I started giving some auditions and all that. So that's how the journey started.
Okay.
I did a few ads. I also worked in a few short films. You can find them on YouTube and all. And
wow.
Yeah, I also got to a good experience. Again, I worked in this web series called Trial by Fire, which is on Upar Tragedy. which is on Netflix.
Yeah.
So I had a small scene with Abhay Deol, and then I was fortunate enough to audition and to be a part of TVF's Aspirants, which is a brilliant series. I think one of the highest rated on IMDb. But I really loved it because it's a beautifully written series and very popular. But so it's been an honor to be a part of it. So I featured in season 2, which is there on Amazon Prime, and I think in March the season 3 is going to be released. So it's been a phenomenal experience because what can I even say? I just feel privileged to be a part of it. There's so much discipline, so much talent, so much creativity, and there's such an incredible amount of hard work that goes into it. And also at the end of the day, you really have this opportunity to be someone else as an actor, understand yourself better, understand people around you better. And I also feel that, you know, acting, and it requires insane level of teamwork. You have to really be able to communicate well. You have to really listen well, which is something which is missing from the whole world these days, right? We don't listen, and you just have to listen, especially to your co-actors or whoever you're acting, because what is acting? Acting is reacting, right? Otherwise, it's just anybody can mouth the dialogues and say it. So it really humbled me. It made me unlearn a lot of things, and I am very critical of my own performances. So, but it's been such a fabulous journey, and I just feel privileged that every single day I get to do something that I love and learn and get better in the process.
Now that actually makes me curious to ask you a follow-up question here, referring to your experience with professional acting, and especially in the field of theatre. What actually works well in real life if you're coming from that background and exposure, and what doesn't work in real life scenarios?
I think be it on stage or camera or in real life, whether I am the program director of LLDP, the Leela Leadership Development Program, or I'm a friend or a brother or an actor on stage, or just somebody who's coaching or counseling, right? I think the most important thing is to be authentic. To be who you are, to be aware of yourself, to be aware of the situation, to be sincere to people around you, to be honest. Honest not just to please people, honest to your own feelings as well, so that you can also put it on the table. I think sincerity, honesty, authenticity, all of these are very, very critical to doing any task or anything that we are doing. They're critical in relationships, they're critical in as a professional, they're critical as a sports person, they're critical as an artist. If I cannot be authentic to what I'm doing, then people will see it, the camera will see it, your friends will see it, and that is where the relationship dissonance comes in, and that is the only thing that I have been able to figure out. Give it your best, be authentic, give it your best, and leave the rest to the higher powers.
Absolutely. Now this is very interesting, Joy. You have been through many experiences in a very diversified manner, and I'm sure just like all of us go through a lot of ups and downs in our day-to-day life, I'm sure you have had your ups and downs as well. Can you share with us any experience which actually triggered you, which is what I call it, a 360-degree life-changing experience of your life?
Okay, so it's a great question, by the way. So there are many such, all of us go through some or the other such experience, right? And I think, it actually relates to a question you asked me a little earlier about transactional analysis. and I said that I started studying transactional analysis to use it as a tool for my workshop.
Yeah.
But it ended up transforming me, and so I'll go a little deeper into that. So, like I said, transactional analysis is a psychological framework which enables you to really at first you have to examine, because that's the only point of reference you have.
True.
You use those whether it's the ego state model or discounting or drivers. These are some technical terms. I apologize, but just to explain to you, some of the theories and some of the frameworks you have to really makes you look deep within and look at your own patterns, your own choices, your own behaviors. And easiest way is to look at behaviors and then go back, right?
Yeah.
Because हमको behaviors पता चल जाती है. We know what our actions are.
Yeah.
And then it basically makes you force. Okay, I've taken this action, or I've been behaving in this manner, or these are certain things that trigger me. It asks you to. It begs you to ask the question as to, okay, let's go a little. What are the feelings that were associated with?
Yeah.
And then you figure out the feelings. Then you go back. It's almost like an investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, what were the thoughts that kind of
going backward actually?
Deepak said certain things, or he behaved in a certain manner. What is the thought that triggered, and what are the feeling and which made you behave or act in a certain manner? So I started doing that, and interestingly, as I was growing up, my relationship with my father, when I started seeing it, as I grew up and I went, and I also got a lot of good qualities from him, hard work, sincerity, and all of that. So which also came from him. So when I became successful, my relationship with him mended, and this is what is amazing. The relationship, and I started seeing through my father's eyes. So we had a great relationship after that. But somehow, as I was growing as a child, I told myself that if I had a child, when I grew up and had a child, I am never going to be pushing my son like the way my father did. That is something, and I will never push him towards studies like the way it almost became traumatic for me. I will never do that. So when my son grew up, I never pushed him towards studies and all that like my father did. Without realizing, I was always passionate about sports and music, right? And I got a tutor for him, piano, and he was doing very well.
Okay.
Subconsciously, I started pushing him towards excelling in those areas, and I started noticing that somewhere he used to, every time I used to talk about music or something, or sports, something that should give him joy, he was hesitating a little bit.
Okay.
He would not talk to me about it a little bit because I would be driving, I would want him to go towards perfection. And I never realized it, Deepak. I never realized it till I went through the session myself, and I realized that these are how our patterns, subconscious, are my experience with my father. I just picked it up. Subconsciously, I replicated the same behavior. I thought I was not doing it on studies, but I started
doing it
because these are called learned behaviors.
Yeah,
I learned the same thing. I started driving him, of course, not towards studies, but towards other things which mattered to me most, right? And that day, I had it was a eureka moment, and I went back and spoke with my son. I really sat him down. He was a 7-year-old kid. I really sat him down.
Right.
I actually went and spoke with him, and I told him that, Papa is very sorry to be driving you so hard. Enjoy it. You do whatever you want to do. And even if sometimes I do it, let's have a sign where you give me that sign, and I'll remember this conversation and I'll back off.
Okay.
And I actually said sorry to him. And I think, and there are two reasons I did it, because I also wanted him to grow up, and we all make mistakes, right? I also wanted him to learn that it's okay to kind of apologize once you make mistakes.
And that's a great lesson that you taught to your kid as well. Yeah.
But it was very genuine, it was very authentic, and I actually followed up on that. So it completely turned around my relationship. Not that it was bad, but some of those negative behaviors, which were my negative I picked up so many good things from my father, but that relationship was there's this one thing which I didn't even realize, but I picked up. And so many of us are living these patterns on a daily basis without even realizing or examining where is it coming from. We only see the reactions of people around and we don't even give it a thought. We feel that it's just okay. We never question where are we coming from. And that was the day when, because of that, what I learned, I started really inspecting introspecting rather, some of my negative behaviors. And the way I would do it is, in real life, in professional life, if I would feel that there's certain relationships that are not, as per me, not fruitful for me, or there's certain things that are not happening, not going my way. So instead of blaming it externally, first I would always figure out what is my role in this. And I think that was a 360-degree change. I'm not perfect yet. I still falter. I still make I fall back into those negative patterns. But now I have the awareness. So even when that happens, I'm able to make amends.
So this is very interesting because, and I'm very happy that you shared that with so much of openness and so much of sincerity. And the biggest problem of our society in today's world is not the lack of awareness. I think most of us are already aware of many things through various sources. The biggest problem is conscious implementation, and this is where we are lacking. And this is where your, example and your story is going to come very handy. On a scale of 0 to 10, if I ask you to rate your success, satisfaction, and happiness, how much would you want to give yourself, either individually on these specific separate parameters or collectively, and why?
I am fortunate, and I feel that I'm pretty much own where I am today in terms of I feel lucky that the efforts that I've put in, I've been rewarded enough by my organization, by people around me, by my mentors, by every organization that I've worked in. I've got the recognition, and they've been very fair to me, so I'm satisfied that way. I don't feel shortchanged or cheated. I think that's a very big thing, and I feel really fortunate. And also I'm happy. I think I'm a happy person, notwithstanding my name, but I'm happy. I try to look, I try to have fun. I'll try to look for joy in everything that I do and people around me. And yes, I think that also I will be rating myself there like 8, all 3 parameters.
Very good. That gives us an indication that life is progressive and you still have a lot more to do, and that is how it should be. Well, Joy, it has been a wonderful joyride with you in this particular podcast. But before we conclude this episode of our podcast, what would be your concluding message for our viewers?
I think I've already given that. First of all, I'd like to thank you, Deepak. I think I've known you for some time now, and I really admire your authenticity. I really love people who carry a lot of passion and energy into everything that they do. So you're a hustler like me, and I love it. I love that about you. And I've also seen you with my management trainees from Leadership program, and I think they're in very good hands. I always enjoy you. So I think please continue with that same energy. And I love the way that you use examples and the way you connect with everybody around you. That's something, and that's brilliant. And
thank you.
I really have learned a lot from you.
So kind of.
So thank you for having me on this. And I feel it's a short life. It's about, again, I will say, try and maximize all the opportunities that we get. Be authentic. Be authentic in terms of as to who you are. Don't be apologetic about your own personality. Everybody is unique. Keep on doing the good work. Work hard. Be sincere. Things will happen. It's a long life. Sometimes we don't get really what we're expecting, but life has a way of making it up by giving you more than what you want in certain. So read a lot, take care of your health, play some sport, make time for what you love, make time for your family, people who
very much needed.
People who you really care about, and learn, read. There's so much to know and so much to learn in this world. It is just incredible. So yeah, God bless everyone.
Well, wonderful. Thank you very much, Joy, for a joyful ride that we have had today during this wonderful podcast. I would like to wish you best of luck, and keep on adding values, keep on learning, and keep on spreading the joy around you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Vikas.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.